Here is episode number 4. Hudson. Yes, Hudson. And Hudson, he always buds in. Don't come in yet, Hudson. You'll get your turn. It's called The Garden. And Farmer Sebastian. Yes, a farmer. Well, Hudson finds himself reading a book. And the book is, hey, wait, what is pocket book for dangerous boys? Oh dear. Well, let's just get back to the garden story. Remember Hook, the lumberjack? Yeah, well, he loves God's creation. And he loves to be climbing trees and looking at the beautiful things that you can see from those heights. But he notices the garden. Well, he texts Hudson and he says, Hudson, your garden is a mess. You need to call Farmer Sebastian. And so he does. Now, Farmer Sebastian is a very wise farmer. And he begins to explain to Hudson that when you plant a garden, weeds come up. Lots and lots of weeds come up. And we have to take them out. But we need to know the plants. Here's the zucchini. And here are the onions. And these are the beets, the beans, and potatoes. Well, says Farmer Sebastian, let's get started. Lumberjack Hook, would you come down from the tree? Because the more hands to pull weeds, the better. And so he comes down, and they walk over to the garden. Now, Hudson, as he gets closer and closer to the garden, is kind of having second thoughts. There are a lot of weeds there. Heidi knows what he's thinking and says, Hudson, you smarten up. We're going to take the weeds out. Farmer Sebastian, being the wise farmer that he is, tells Heidi, Hudson, and Lumberjack Hook to study the garden plants, not the weeds, but the garden plants, because those are the plants that need to stay in the garden. And so that's promptly what Hudson does. He sits down by a potato plant and studies it, and studies it, and studies it some more. At this point, Farmer Sebastian calls him over and says, Hudson, we all need to weed. Hey, says Heidi, where's Hudson? Is Hudson not helping? Wonder, did you see him, Farmer Sebastian? Lumberjack Hook, have you seen him? Oh, we should check, 'cause this doesn't seem right. And they begin a search. And what do they find? They find Hudson in Oma's flower bed, smelling the flowers. And they say, Hudson, what are you doing? He says, somebody needs to smell Oma's flowers. They are furious. Well, Farmer Sebastian gives him a good tongue lashing, and when things finally settle down, they go to work. Suddenly, Hudson looks up into the sky. And then he grabs his cell phone because he thinks there's a spy plane up there. A spy plane? Says Heidi. A spy plane? Yeah, look on my app. It's flying right above us. Look at this. You don't want to pick weeds. I think that's the problem. Says Farmer Sebastian. Do you see a man who excels in his work? He will stand before kings, Hudson. And when Farmer Sebastian was satisfied, he said, "Snack time at Open-Oma's place." And one of the grandkids says, "What?"
Cheers.
Why did you, why do you not give the pink one to Uma and then the big one to Opa?
That's true. We better change that. Ashante.
And the funnest part is when Opa takes out a cigar. Oh, he's taking out a pipe. Well, that works too.